Guys, I just made the most amazing discovery with my BMW E36. I've been having this really bad issue that for some odd reason I could not explain. I was getting water into my ECU plug. My car is running on a Haltech Elite 2500 series ECU, and I was getting water into one of the plugs. There's two plugs, it's a big one and a smaller one, and I was only getting water into one of those plugs. It was causing havoc between all the sensors, so it was all like misfiring. It started misfiring, all the sensors would read wrong, switches will get switched on without switching it on. It's like, I have no idea what's going on. So one day, I decided to remove that plug, and I found out that it had water in it and it had a couple terminals corroded. Now, I thought for some reason I was getting rainwater into my harness and that was the issue, but I was like, how is it getting all the way into the plug? The plug is insulated. Right here, I have the ECU plug from the Haltech. This is a smaller plug, and then the other plug is attached to the ECU. So every time I'm gonna drive my car, I literally have to do this thing like this and shake my plug, and you can see water comes out of it. I was like, how is water getting in here if this is inside the car and every single plug is insulated? That means the only way water can get in here is through inside one of these wires and feed into the plug. Then the question is, which of these wires could be actually feeding water into the plug? I thought maybe by gravity, the water getting to the wiper cowl was getting into the harness and then gravity draining into it somehow, but I was like, there's no way. One day I decided to just cover everything up. It didn't even rain and I still ended up having water in my plug. So last night I did the homework. I checked every single component that was attached to this plug, and I decided to troubleshoot every single connection coming out of the plug into the components in the engine, and I finally found what it was. I went ahead and pressed this little clip here so I can depin this plug, and then let me see if I can do it with one hand. If I remove this gray wire right here, you can see that this is a little corroded. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Here we go. Now you can see that this wire is indeed corroded. So I checked all the other wires in this plug one by one, and the only one that was actually corroded was this one. And then I checked the pin on which wire goes to this, and it's indeed the coolant sensor. Right here we have the coolant sensor that was installed in the car. This is a brand new sensor. I forgot what brand this is, but it's definitely not OEM. Maybe that's the issue. But I'm looking at the bottom and I'm like, if this is a one-piece construction, how could water possibly be getting into the plug? When I removed the plug, I definitely noticed that there was water inside here. Looking inside this plug, you can see that one of the terminals is indeed corroded as well, and that is the same pin that goes to the computer. So it was feeding water through that pin all the way through the wire inside the computer plug. So how was water actually getting inside of there? You can see there's a little bit of water in the corner there, right in this edge here between the shaft and the base. Well, there was a line there that's a crack. So this sensor cracked while installing it, and it was feeding water through in there all the way inside the sensor through the wire. After drying the sensor, you can definitely see there's a crack there, right in the middle. I'm super excited that I managed to find this issue because it's been haunting me for weeks now. I haven't gotten my car dyno tuned yet because I've been having this continuing issue, and I've been trying to figure it out. So I have everything set up before I go to the dyno and have nothing but issues. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I already talked about that this loom that's right here is additional wires that are gonna be connected to the inside of the car. And if you're an OG to the channel, you will definitely know what this little red button does. So there's a red switch. You only wanna hit this when you wanna see some fire or explosions. I did another thing while I'm at it. I cleaned out the carbs on the 4AGE. They were pretty dirty, so the jets have to come out. I cleaned those up, adjusted it again, and now it actually revs up. ECG is supposed to sound like. Alright, time to wrap her up for the shop today. Let's head out to Ace Cafe because today is the JDM Legends car meet. I've been waiting all months for this thing and it's finally today. So let's go have some fun with the guys and see a bunch of cool cars and let's see how the car runs with the new stuff. We are so close to Ace Cafe. Let's see how many cars are over there. The meet is so full right now, they're actually checking if they can get me in, and I guess they got a spot for me. Alright guys, here's how we draw a crowd. You go down here, click the red button, hold the brake. Now we rev it a little bit.
Killer, bro.
That was nice now. And just like that, it worked. Look, everybody floating around the car. Now just turn it off. I also got the coolest mask ever. I'm not sauce whatsoever. It wasn't me. I wasn't the one doing the loud noises, sir. I can't believe this thing is so packed. The line goes all the way that way. Every single spot here is taken, plus extra spots in the middle. Everywhere. It's just giant. Wow. Now this is how all the car meets should be. Alright guys, this is gonna look just like a Fast and the Furious movie scene. Check this out. Let's show the two-step thing. Look at the fire coming out. Even Tommy showed up when I did the two-step. Oh my god, really there was people all around the car. Wow. This thing is so packed. The car's working 100% now, and I'm also gonna take it finally to Freedom Factory this Thursday. Cletus is having a soft opening of Freedom Factory after being repaved. They're finishing repaving right now, so this Thursday is gonna be a really cool car show / car meet inside the track. So I'm taking the E36 over there. It's about a 3-hour drive for me, but it's gonna be so worth it. I hope to see a lot of you guys over there, and stay tuned for more awesome videos. And I hope to meet a lot of you guys over there. By the way, the event starts at 6 and ends about at 11 p.m. So I'll see you guys there.